So Get Over It was a very classic early 2000s video, and that's like its aesthetic values are very similar to what else was on MTV at the time. This is very similar to a lot of high cuts, a lot of oversaturation, a lot of dancing and moves, and really a pace with what the beats were at the time. And it was kind of very much in the slipstream of what MTV was producing. And then YouTube happened. So in 2005, I was working at MTVU, the MTV's college network. And so I was getting, obviously, OK Go's albums, but I was getting a handful of all these other albums that were coming out at the moment. And these albums were very creative, but really they weren't being given any visual budget. And I have experience working on music videos. And so I remember working on one Taking Back Sunday video and remembering that it was in the tens of thousands of dollars to make a music video. A lot goes into it. Everything has to be produced, locations have to be scouted, sets have to be created, music has to be posted, videos have to be recut. So many different cuts have to be put in there. And what I mean is like how many different setups. You have to change the angle of your camera every time. And so it's costly. And when YouTube came out, a lot of record companies were just like, this is going to be different. What do we do when people are going to start putting things in this free space? Now, as people still think to this day, they think YouTube is a sandbox, which is funny that OK Go's projects later on now are called the OK Go Sandbox. And as a sandbox, people never really took it seriously at the beginning. They were afraid that YouTube and the internet was more of this place where people put cat videos and skateboarding videos and cats riding skateboards and all those types of videos. They didn't really see it as like a professional output. Remember, Vivo didn't really exist yet. This is just a place where people thought, oh crap, this is where people are going to put their creative output, but they're not actually going to have any depth of quality. So when they gave OK Go a budget for music videos on their second album, Oh No, they didn't really have a budget, so to speak. It was just pretty much them being creative. Now, Damian Kulash, the lead singer, his sister is a choreographer. And so they were very fortunate to have a connection to a creative display of dance styles. From the late 90s and the early 2000s, when they put on their concerts, they would always finish with like a very funny dance, like an encore with their song called A Million Ways. And they would do a very interesting and cute dance that was choreographed to the music and the beat. So their first video off their new album, Oh No, was called A Million Ways. And A Million Ways was an interesting video because it cost the price of a tape. And we shot with tape at the time. And it was basically in their backyard. They shot it in their backyard. Now what you're going to see is something cute here in this next video, A Million Ways, is that you can see that Damian at the time had a difficulty with syncing his voice and dancing at the same time. So the lead guitarist is actually the singer at this point, or the lip syncer. And I think that was a very cute addition to the videos. So take a look at A Million Ways, which you could see at the beginning plays off like an album or a CD, and then they start dancing to it.